Xfinity's David Onda here with the stars of my new TV obsession, The Rook. Thank you so much for joining me. Jolie, thank you. Jolie, has this series made you think at all about if you were in Miffini's position, whether you would have chosen the red key or the blue key?
Oh gosh, that's such a good question. I do feel
Which key was which?
I think you're best suited to answer that question.
I mean, I would have run. I would have totally. I think it's the red key, if I'm right, is the one that you can escape. Is that the right? I can't remember.
I think the red key's the one you picked.
To escape, to start a new life. That's what I would have done.
Okay.
I wouldn't have stayed.
I think it's one of those things like when you see the scary movie and someone hears a noise outside and you think, why didn't they lock the doors and stay inside? I think you're just automatically drawn to sort out the mess. So I think I'd have stayed in my old life. I wouldn't have run.
I like it.
So tough.
I like it.
Olivia?
Yeah, I would have stayed. I think it's like exactly what Jolie said. There is something I think in us that we want to figure things out. We need closure. We need to understand something.
And it's bigger than us. You're just drawn. It's like a magnet.
Yeah.
Whereas I like to run away from my problems.
You're literally somewhere else living completely like a happy life, just doing your own thing.
Yeah, bury it.
It's a smarter decision.
Repress it.
It's a smarter decision.
Yeah.
Well, Miffini has no idea who she can trust, but can she really even trust herself?
Very good point. And I think that starts to become more apparent from next week.
Okay.
But yes, that whole thing is who can you really trust? Can you even trust yourself?
Interesting. Olivia, Monica.
Is that your question?
No.
You should trust that.
Well, I'm very curious because we've got a very subtle hint at your EVA powers. When will we start to see more of that? And is it something beyond just super strength?
It is super strength. What more do you want?
You don't see that.
It is super strength. Yeah.
What, oxygen tank?
Yes, it was. We'll see them. We'll see her use it in smart ways. She's not. She doesn't Hulk out. So she uses it when she needs to. And I think just like any skill, it's best when most people don't know about it. So she keeps it to herself and uses it when necessary.
Jolie, your Linda has a very motherly relationship with Miffini. Is there more to that than meets the eye?
There's always more to everything than meets the eye. Absolutely. It's actually quite a complicated relationship. It's not motherly. You don't know if they trust each other. You don't know if Linda's trustworthy. It's more protege. But you have to wait and see the rest of the series.
Is it difficult playing characters that are keeping secrets, that may not be putting everything out there? Is that difficult as an actress, more so than somebody who's just all out there?
I liked not knowing anything.
Okay.
I relished that.
Olivia?
I mean, when you're the one who knows information and you're trying to disperse it at the right time in the right way. I mean, it's a fun challenge. I think especially since the audiences nowadays are just so smart, and so that they've probably figured it out or close to it before even your character has, and so I think what's more exciting is trying to give the audience all of those Easter eggs and letting them figure it out before our characters do.
I know you're keeping some secrets.
And I think it's great to play characters that have secrets. It used to be an old actor's joke. Even people like Meryl Streep used to joke about it, that just before a take you go, I have a secret, because it just makes the thing more enigmatic. I mean, it was a sort of jokey thing, but it's also serious because you're talking about layers. You always want sort of layers beneath the layers.
Emma, I'm curious about the process of developing your use of your special powers. Is that something you stare at yourself in the mirror and kind of get into that electric vibe?
But personally at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I often do that by myself. But I think with Miffini, you sort of see as the series goes on, she becomes more aware of how it's manifesting. I don't know if in this season we'll even see her have full control over it, though. But yes, it's a constant exploration. She's constantly learning new things about herself, and including her EVA.
Okay. And Olivia, Monica, what is driving this quest to finish this other agent's work? I mean, we get the sense that there's a very personal relationship there, but what are you reading into that?
Well, this is a very personal relationship for Monica, and even if it wasn't as personal as it is, it's still someone who is on her team, and it is a mystery that no one has been able to solve yet. And just as a teammate and a leader of that team, she feels compelled to seek justice and answers for him.
So I want to wrap it up, but first I want to ask you, for the rest of the season, give me a tease for your character and tell me why, if you haven't checked out The Rook, why should you go and check it out?
Not me first.
Okay, I'll start down here.
Oh, Jolie's always the best.
Why should you see The Rook? Because you have never seen anything like it. My favorite words are that it's like Born Identity and X-Files mixed together. And because it is a mystery right till the very end, every character's motives. So it is the chess game.
Olivia?
I feel the same. Anything that Jolie says, I co-sign every
I
time.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just what I love about the show and the response from fans has been the same thing that I love about it. I just love a really great mystery show that is so compelling, and things are changing all the time. And like Jolie said, like even as us as actors, to the very last page, we were surprised and shocked, and some of us thought we knew what was going on, and we had no idea what was happening. And so, if you really love mystery spy shows, this is the one that you want to see through to the end.
I can't wait to see how this ends. If you want to check it out, say The Rook into your X1 voice remote and catch up. There's only 3 episodes so far, so you can catch up, watch the whole thing. It's really great. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.